fellas, Marco here, and earlier this morning I was approached by Vapor Drops and asked if I could do a quick, talk about for their new juices. It's a new line of juices that was released fairly recently, and well, they have a whole bunch of flavors, but they sent me over three. One called Red Planet, another one called Traibaco, and another one called Razta Zombie. We're going to be talking more on what they taste like versus how well they vape. These are, according to the labeling on the bottle, it is at 50% PG, 50% VG. They're available in zero, low, and medium. I requested for mine to be at 12 mg nicotine because, frankly, I can't vape anything lower than that. It just tastes weird. So we're going to talk more on how they taste, and I'm going to be using a few of the mods here. Remember, this is not a vapor production demo. It's to describe what these new juices taste like, and just to see how you fellas might like it. So let's start out with this one right here, Traibaco. Give it a few drops and see how it vapes. I'm using a cotton build, so 5 to 6 drops should be fine. Let's just give it a shot. Alright, well, as the name implies, it's a very strong tobacco taste. It has a bit of a nutty kick to it, but it's not overpowering, so you still get that that taste of tobacco in your mouth. I wouldn't go so far as to say that it tastes more peanut than tobacco. Somewhere in between. It tastes kind of like the RY4 concentrates. If you've ever tried your hand at DIY, it seems to be heavy on the RY4. They come in 20 ml bottles, by the way. The SRP is at 200 pesos for a 20 ml bottle. Very good bang for buck, if you ask me. So let's move on to the second one that they sent over. We're going to be using a different atomizer for it, since tobacco juices generally have their taste linger after a while. So let's go ahead and see how this thing vapes. I don't want to use a cherry vape on this. Switch it over. Alright, this thing's on. Alright. Gotta add a bit more. It seems my previous juice still has its taste lingering in this thing. So, ooh, flood. Sorry. Alright, one thing about these juices is whatever nicotine they're using in it is very potent stuff. When they say 12 mg, they mean it. You get that really good throat hit, and for me, that's something I really look for when vaping, because I started vaping so that I could cut back on the cigarettes. I've been able to zero it out, but there are days that I still cheat. Throat hit on these juices is really good. This is Red Planet, by the way, that we're doing now, and it is also a tobacco-based concoction from Vapor Drops. The cool thing about it is it's a bit lighter than what you'd get from Traibaco, and it still has that lingering sensation of bittersweet tobacco in your mouth. But it's not duped with any fruit flavor or any other concentrates. It seems to be an essentially tobacco blend. If you're looking for something more along the lines, if you were a Marlboro Light smoker, this would probably hit your sweet spot, especially if you get it at 12 mg nicotine. The throat hit is massive, and the taste is fairly approximate to what you get from an analog, so I'm pretty happy with it. Surprisingly, these, for juices priced this way, these are really good. But I'm going to move on to my favorite one of the bunch. Actually, when I got the bottles, this was the first one I tried, Razta Zombie. because the name was pretty wild. I mean, you don't get many juices with names like that, so you can't really put your finger on the taste. And the cool thing about it is that it sort of lives up to that hype. You know, with a name like that, you better make sure your juices kick ass. And this actually hit the spot for me. I've been vaping it for a bit. I think I've consumed about 2 or 3 ml in the past hour or so. Gives you an idea of how hard or how heavily I vape rather. Let's give it a few drops, yeah. Alright, now of the bunch, of the 3 that I got, this is the only one that doesn't seem to be grounded in tobacco. By that I mean, it's one of their fruitier blends. When I drag the, my vape, the first kick I get is a very strong apple taste. It isn't overpowering, but you are able to notice the apple notes in it. It seems to have a bit of strawberry as well, because exhaling, when I blow the vapor out, I get that that berry taste. I can't quite tell whether it's raspberry or strawberry, but if you're a fruity candy lover, then you're probably going to like Razta Zombie. I don't know where the name came from, to be honest, but it is a very unique blend. Of all the e-juices I've tried lately, this has to be one of the ones that I enjoyed more thoroughly. Let's give it a few more drags. I actually like that stuff, so... It's pretty good stuff. The apple hint is definitely there. I'm almost 100% positive that it was made to be an apple-based blend, but the berry notes round out the flavor really nice. It's very fruity, and again, the nicotine level does live up to hype. 12 mg is 12 mg. Again, the SRP on this is at 200 pesos per bottle. It's at 20 ml. I believe they're on sale right now at an introductory price. I'm not quite sure what it is, but you can check them out on Facebook. And they've been marketing a bit on PBF lately. So definitely worth getting a bottle. Particularly, if I were to recommend one of the 3, they're all good though. I'd go for Razta Zombie if you're into the fruity stuff. But for the tobacco mixes, I'm sure that either Red Planet or Traibaco would definitely hit your sweet spot. So it'll be up to you. Testers are available, so use them to full capacity. Anyway, that's that for these juices. I'm gonna get back on vaping and gonna grab me some dinner. So you guys vape hard. I'll catch you all soon. Cheers.